finding the right niches can be the difference between you making no money in your print-on-demand business and actually building something that makes you profit every single month. Now, that being said, sometimes finding a good niche that is not saturated can be a very, very difficult process. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you some of my biggest evergreen niches that I sell in every single year. Now, this is kind of a follow-up to my first part of this video where I shared some other evergreen niches for 2025. This is going to be some additional evergreen niches that are money makers all of the time. Now, if you're not aware of what an evergreen niche actually is, you want to think about it like an evergreen tree. So while an oak or a maple, it might drop its leaves and during the winter, it's not going to have anything on its branches. An evergreen tree is going to stay green all year long. So this means that these kind of niches aren't necessarily tied to certain months. They're not tied to trends. So you could make a design for a shirt in one of these evergreen niches and then 4 or 5 years later still be making sales. Now, this is the way that I really recommend people to grow their print-on-demand businesses because the effort you're putting in today can have huge returns later on. And that's why I've been able to scale my business because I've invested most of my time and effort in making designs and uploads that are not just going to be here for a few months, but they're going to continue to make me profit well into the future. In fact, some of the designs that I uploaded over 4 years ago still are making me sales every single day. So that just speaks to the testament of picking really, really good evergreen niches. So let's not waste any more time and just jump right into the list of some of my favorite evergreen niches to sell in. Now, the very first niche that I personally have found to be really profitable in the last couple years is the evergreen niche of faith and spirituality. Now, the main market that I sell in is going to be the United States, and along with that, the types of faith and spirituality designs that really do well are things about Christianity, Catholicism, stuff with Bible verses on them. Those all make really good sellers, and there's a huge market to purchase those kind of items. But there's also a ton of room in this niche for other religions, especially if you are really personally familiar with one of them or you practice Hinduism or Buddhism. Those can make really, really good sellers too. So anytime in print on demand, if we can tap into things that people are very passionate about, they are going to be willing to spend their money on them, to wear those items, to have those kind of things on totes and mugs. So one way that I have done this is I like to put Bible verses on things, or I like to cross the niche of Christianity with a lot of the other niches that I'm also selling in, things that I talked about in my other evergreen video, like being a dad, a mom, certain hobbies or interests. If you cross that with a kind of faith angle, that can do really well too. But if you've never thought about selling in this specific niche, it is a gold mine of profit, and I highly recommend looking into some of the sub niches within the faith category. Now, the next evergreen niche is kind of composed of a lot of smaller niches, but a ton of these can be very profitable and sometimes not have a lot of competition. And that is going to be any kind of awareness day. Now, the nice thing about awareness days, or when you make shirts that are for a specific cause, say like pancreatic cancer awareness or autism awareness month, those are going to typically experience a big increase in sales sometime during the year when their actual awareness month or awareness day takes place. But a lot of times those shirts that maybe are bringing awareness to finding a cure for cancer or living with certain disabilities, those are actually going to sell all throughout the year, not just around the specific awareness day or awareness month. Now, there are some really, really big awareness days like breast cancer awareness in October, and those can get very, very saturated. But if you look up lists of all of the awareness days happening throughout a year, there are literally thousands of them, and some of them are pretty small, and people really want to buy things about causes they are passionate about, and sometimes there's not a ton of options for them. So I highly recommend looking up lists of awareness days that are happening and making designs based around those. Now, sometimes what I do if I am targeting maybe an awareness day for something that has a lot less competition and there's not a ton of things out there, I'm going to go and look at something like a breast cancer awareness design, see what does really well and sells well for those kind of items, and then I'm going to do my own interpretation of that for maybe a smaller awareness day, just putting my own spin on it, maybe changing colors of ribbons, making a new design. So that's one way you can really find super unsaturated niches for things that people are very, very passionate about. Now, the next evergreen niche that I have personally sold a ton in, and I think is a really, really good one to target, is going to be college majors, specifically gifts for grads or people who are graduating with certain kinds of degrees or studying certain topics. Now, around the time of graduation, again, this is going to have a little bit of an increase with people actually buying gifts for their grads in the spring and sometimes around December at the end of the year. But things for certain college majors are going to sell all throughout the year as well. Now, a lot of times when I'm making these kind of designs, I take cues from maybe items that are selling well for careers that are associated with college degrees. So for example, if there are certain types of items that sell really well for nurses, I might want to put my own spin on them and make something for nursing grads or physical therapy majors or speech pathology majors, veterinary students. The list goes on and on. And what I typically recommend is looking up some kind of list of like the top 100 majors or top 200 majors and just kind of working your way down that list, making designs for college graduates. Now, these work really well to put designs on t-shirts for college majors, but I did want to specifically talk about a few other products that I think work really, really well for this kind of evergreen niche. And that is going to be things like mugs, tumblers, bottles, tote bags, journals, specifically things that people might get a graduate as a little gift. So sometimes people are going to buy like a t-shirt as a gift, but I find that really popular things for college students are going to be kind of in that drinkware theme. And the place that I like to look for inspiration for all of the kind of items that I am selling on my Etsy shop is going to be Printify. So if you've never heard of Printify before, they are the kind of middleman or manufacturing partner that allows you to sell items on a place like Etsy. So they have a catalog of thousands of different products that you can design for. So everything from like what I mentioned, from drinkware to t-shirts to sweatshirts, but they also have even more obscure products. Like you could sell things like candles and pajamas and vitamins and items for pets, all that kind of stuff. So a lot of times when I'm thinking through some of these evergreen niches, I am going to go over to Printify and kind of just do some browsing through their catalogs and see if I can get any inspiration for new types of items or product types that I want to try. Now, if you've never sold with Printify before, they are 100% free to sign up with and use. I'll actually link a video here of how to integrate them with your Etsy shop if you've never done that before. But for every product that I sell on Etsy, I'm going to use them as my manufacturing partner and highly recommend just checking them out if you never have. Now, the next evergreen niche that you definitely should think about targeting, because this is a gold mine, this is probably where I have built my business the most around this specific category, is going to be people's hobbies and interests. Now, I know that is a very, very broad niche when you say it like that, because there are literally hundreds of thousands of different unique hobbies and interests that people have. But once again, like I said, anytime we can tap into something people are passionate about, that people do every single day, that is where the real money is to be found in print on demand. So I've sold in categories everywhere from like sewing and knitting to more obscure things like coin collecting and doing chess and rock tumbling. So really the sky is the limit when it comes to thinking of different ways you can target hobbies. Now, if you guys have never gotten a copy of it before or taken this free workshop that I have, I actually have linked down below an entire free workshop and guidebook that has a bunch of different evergreen niches, including an entire section on some of the top hobbies. Now, this workshop and guidebook is going to take you through how to come up with over 40,000 different niche ideas using the cross-niching method that I've been working on for a long time. So in one of the sections in this cross-niching guidebook that you're going to get when you sign up for that free workshop is an entire section on hobbies and interests. So I highly recommend using that as a really good jumping off point to find some great evergreen hobbies that you can target and make designs for. But even beyond that, you can just do simple Google searches for top 200, 300 different hobbies in the United States, and that is going to give you some really good lists to work with. And a lot of times you want to avoid maybe like the top 20 really popular hobbies that everyone is making designs for, but where you can get into those well-known but maybe a little bit more obscure hobbies is where the real money is, because those are not as saturated, but they still have a ton of demand with people wanting to really show off what they're interested in. Or especially around the holidays, people love to give gifts of people's hobbies. It's something they know about them, so they're going to buy them a sweatshirt or a t-shirt for something like this. Now, the next evergreen niche is one that I don't always hear a ton of people talking about, but this is a super, super profitable niche, especially because a lot of times when you make a sale in this niche, you're going to sell multiple different items. And that is in the evergreen niche of birthdays. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can take this, but one of my favorites is by making like themed birthday shirts, especially for kids. And the nice thing about this is you can get so hyper specific. So you can make shirts and cups and tote bags and favors all for a 10-year-old kid's shark themed birthday. So you can make mom of the birthday boy shirts, dad of the birthday boy shirts. You can make a 10-year-old shark themed birthday shirt, all kind of cohesively going together. And then you can do the exact same thing for a 10-year-old girl, maybe that is having a ballet themed birthday, or it could be a girl birthday party that's all themed around mermaids. And so when you have kind of one of those themes, so say you went with that mermaid one, you can do every age. So you can do age 1, 2, 3, all the way up to like age 12. And then the same thing with all sorts of different themes under the sun. Now, one thing you definitely want to stay away from is doing like specific characters from TV shows. So like kids are really into like Bluey or Sesame Street, and you never want to actually put those characters on your items. You don't even want to allude to them because that can really get you in trouble with like copyright and trademark. But if you think of like really generic themes like trucks or certain pets, you could make all sorts of birthday items for specific dog breeds. So really the sky is the limit with how you can kind of cross a birthday theme and age and all that kind of stuff. Now, along with kind of those themed birthday shirts, you could definitely get into like adult ages and more adult party themes as well. But you also can start thinking about making shirts and items for milestone birthdays. So things like 30, 40, 50. A lot of times people are going to buy a shirt that says like, it's my 30th birthday or born in this year. So if you think about this year is 2025, so all of those ages that are like ending in 5 are all celebrating milestone birthdays this year. So people born in 1965, 75, 85, 95, 2005, those are all huge birthdays that are going to be celebrated this year. So if you make shirts with kind of that year on them with different themes and styles, those also can sell really, really well. And again, some of the products that I really like on Printify that go perfectly with kind of the birthday products and the birthday niche is going to be like their whole collection of kids items. So a lot of times people don't know that you can sell way beyond just adult t-shirts and sweatshirts. You can sell things as small as for infants to like size 1T, 2T, 3T, 4T. And Printify has tons of different items for kids, everything from sweatshirts, t-shirts, onesies, pajama sets, kids drinkware, all that kind of stuff. So I definitely highly recommend checking out their whole catalog and thinking through how you could take some of these birthday niches and put them on really good items for kids and families. Now, if you want the rest of this list of some of the best niches to target in 2025, I highly recommend checking out this video next for some really awesome ideas that you can take and run with to have a very, very profitable year. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.